So yesterday I took my old 2004 TDI with my 12-foot trailer to run an errand to get a couple things, a rolling box and a pallet jack. And my wheel bearing has been acting up for a while. I knew I was on borrowed time, should have had it fixed already. But in any case, it finally failed on me. And I was 60 miles from home and didn't really figure I'd make it. It was heating up really bad, lots of friction, lots of noise, and I didn't make it. So my mission this morning, taking the Ram and the 20-foot equipment trailer, and my plan is to stick that car in the back here with it hooked to the 12-foot trailer, and I'll pull the whole assembly behind this. I think it'll be illegal, but I'm not too concerned about that. Maybe I should be. Got about 50 miles. I made it about 10 miles, and I just knew that that wheel bearing was gonna completely crater and cause more damage. So I didn't want to do that. So that's the mission this morning. Let's get on the road and get this done. Away we go. Right, arriving at location where I parked the car. There she is. The old car and the 12-foot trailer. I'm glad the parking lot is basically empty, so I got room to maneuver around here. Make things a little less problematic. All right, so the plan is to drive that car with the trailer right on up onto the back of my 20-foot equipment trailer. So we'll see if the ramps aren't too steep, so it hits the front or high centers. I'm really not sure how that's going to go. We will find out shortly. Yeah. Well, that worked just like I wanted it to. She's up there. Might have scraped a little bit, but I wasn't too worried about it. Now, this might be a bigger problem. I was going to leave the trailer hooked to the car, pulling behind here. Oh, the other thing I didn't think about, I got to get my ramps up. But I will think about it some more and see if I can come up with a solution, because I don't really want to make an extra trip for nothing. Well, that hook's on fine. The problem is this. It's got to come a little lower on the front or it's going to be scraping all the way. So it looks like I can't hook it onto the hitch. I'll have to strap it to the trailer. That's what I got to do. Well, I think that'll do it. That's as safe as anything. Even got my safety chains wrapped around the poles there. Hooked to the hitch of the car with a chain, and it's low enough. It's not going to scrape on the road, so that's good. And I guess my only concern is when I go around a corner, I don't want it too tight there. All right, I got the front of the car chained down, and it's a little bit of slack here. Ow, man. Just a little bit of slack, so this thing can turn without binding up. Go around a corner. I think I'm about good. Well, I just realized that the best chances of getting by if a policeman stops me is at least to have some lights in the back. So I hooked up my my trailer cable and put the hazards on. Hazards are working. Hazards, that's better than nothing at all, right? Hopefully. And you see it on the car. And if I have to make a turn, I'll have my turn signals, which are visible as well. So maybe I'll be okay. Hey, it's not nearly as long as my semi, so that should work fine. No problem. No problem at all. Well, that worked out pretty well. Everything held together here. So let's get this car in the shop and get her fixed. Yes, it still drives on its own for a few feet at a time.